Okay. Points. You get them by farming.
Without hyperbole, the best event in Summoners War history just dropped.
So, we're gonna take you through a guide and teach you how to progress through it.
And we're going to teach you about each important item and how it can relate back to your progression. So first of all, the way that you progress through the event at all is just by playing the game as you normally would.
You got points by farming, playing in arena, guild content, and even the dimension hole.
And there are some bonuses available for things like 6-starring monsters, etc, etc. But you can all see that inside the events page. Let's get started with the items then. First on the list is a Rainbowmon.
Don't just use your Rainbowmon 6-starring any monster.
Yeah, we won't elaborate as much here because we do have a couple videos on the channel about it already, but one thing to bear in mind is that you should 6-star with a purpose.
Think of where you're gonna use the monster and how he's gonna help you to progress in the game. Speaking of 6-starring things fast,
EXP booster. What do you think that they do? They boost your experience. I've already made this joke before. You really want to? What do you think that they do? They boost your experience. Ancient coins. We actually have a video on this talking about how to prioritize. Is that video out?
we recorded a video about this. We don't know if it's out yet. You guys should check that. That's not our job.
So in that case, we'll just drop a little bit of it here. If you're in the early game, you should definitely prioritize Fran, the Light Fairy Queen. And if you're late game, then you can start looking into things like Elsharion, Summoning Stones, Legend Runes.
Ergar.
Did I say that? No, I just thought it. Okay. It's the big one.
Speaking of the devil, Devilmon.
That was clever. That was not in the script. Believe it or not, that seems like it would be the easiest line to write for this, and it wasn't in the script. Devilmon might be the most valuable item in Summoners War as a whole.
Normally, you would skill up your monsters by feeding similar monsters from the same family to them.
But that gets a little complicated when you're dealing with Nat 5s, because it's kind of hard to come by another one of the same family when it's a Nat 5. So you use Devilmon instead, so regardless of family, they will level up the skills of the monster.
So please save these for key monsters for your progression. In the beginning, maybe fusion monsters that will help you progress a lot, or like Kevin said, big important Nat 5s for your gameplay. Don't use them.
Don't say it. I knew you were going to say
any
it.
Nat 4s was or Lucians. This is not directed at anyone specifically. Evan,
I did my time. Ask me if I use Hua.
Do you use Hua nowadays?
No.
You see?
Ask me if I regret it. Yes, I regret it.
What is your favorite part in the game? It's probably the same as Evan. Summoning.
Oh yeah.
It's everyone's favorite. Even I love RTA, but summoning is the most fun thing that Summoners War has. And how do you summon? Scrolls.
And there's a lot of scrolls in this event, but well, let's tackle them one at a time. So first of all, LDs. LDs are pretty rare to come by. So first of all, make sure to save at least one of every light and dark monster that you come by. But there are at least a few that we can tell you here to prioritize or actively seek out.
So if you want to know which LDs to keep or save and evolve, check our video.
Welcome to the top 10 LD monsters new players should save. A couple monsters to look out for just so you don't have to leave this video and go watch the other one real quick. Crow, the Dark Inugami, is a really good one. Also his brother, Light Inugami. Right? You can get both of those for free through secret dungeons.
But ones that you can't get in SDs are Miho,
That's
for example, Shaman, which is super dope.
Oh yeah.
And then any of the Genius brothers from TOA back in the day.
Like Basalt, Mentura.
And my favorite, the Dark Taoist.
Yeah. Thrain's a good one too.
Thrain.
We could go on and on and on.
Yeah, we have
Thrain's
a long
only
list.
gotten better. Okay, yeah.
If any of these is not on the list, please don't comment on it.
We also have the top 15 early game lucky summons video, and we're going to talk about a few of those because you get a legend scroll in this event, and so maybe it can give you a lookout for something. I keep saying this.
Verd, even though he's farmable, it's always good to pull him super early and build him ahead of everyone else.
Nowadays, Melayu the Wind Dryad is also a really good investment to start early because she's a huge contributor to the dot team for GB12. And if you happen to pull a Nat 5 and you get a Varad very early on,
or a Rika,
congratulations, you found TOA easy mode. Yeah, that's a GZ, baby.
If you didn't pull Varad, no problem. There's a 4-star version of him that's actually better with a speed lead. His name's Tyrone. Or Tyrion, like I said on a video.
The next item from the event is Glory Points.
Oh.
Glory Points can normally only be received from doing Arena, but this is one of those special occasions where you can get a bonus lump sum right out the gate.
So if you start the game, don't spend them on scrolls. Focus on the towers because they're going to benefit you everywhere in the game. And if you don't know what tower to upgrade first, check our video that we made about it already. But wait, not us. These two other guys.
These car salesman
people.
Next are the runecrafting materials. These are the symbols and the what are they called? The rune crumbs?
Pieces?
Rune pieces?
Rune something?
You'll know them when you see them.
The point is, many of my best runes were not farmed actually. I crafted them. So get all of these and try to prioritize. Evan, pay attention here, not in the cat. Sorry. And try to...
Oh, he wants to play.
Wait, is he knocking on the door?
Did he just knock?
What the... You should prioritize runes that will help you farm more runes and get more materials. So early game, maybe what you want to do is craft some Swift and Bio runes.
Next is immemorial grinds and gems. So normal grinds and gems are limited by rune set. That's what makes immemorial grinds and gems so cool, is that you can use them on any set of runes you want.
But you don't want to use them on any set you want. Don't use immemorial stuff on sets that are not super rare to come by. So you want to save them for Vio, Will, and Swift, and runes that are really good with high stats, trip rolls maybe, so hold on to them for now.
And just in case this is your first encounter with grinds and gems, grinds will enhance a stat that's already there, and gems will give you a brand new stat.
Talking about stats and rearranging them, reapps, the reappraisal stones, that beautiful golden thingy. What does it do, huh?
It'll give you a chance to re-roll stats on a rune. So if you're not happy with the way that your rune is rolled, then you can give a reapp to it, and then you'll get a brand new set of stats and new rolls into each one.
Here, rune, there's a reapp for you. All your sub-stats will be changed,
And
but not the main.
You're gonna want more than one of these things, so it should be noted that you can craft 3 of them weekly.
Yeah. Ideally, only use them on legend runes and also 6-star runes, so you can get the most out of them and not in any set. You also want to save them for the best types of runes that you're going to use in late game, like Swift, Vio, and Will.
Okay, these are kind of easy. So, Super Angelmon. By this point, hopefully you're familiar with regular Angelmon, which are little monsters that are just there for material. They basically give a monster experience.
They're food.
Yeah, they're food. Let's
You eat them.
call it what it is.
They're like Raccoony.
A Super Angelmon will level up a monster all the way from level 1 to level 40.
Awakening Force. I know it sounds like a cool name for a superhero team, but it's not. It just awakens a monster. Just, you know.
It's like a superhero team that is just not asleep.
Yeah.
The other side of the Awakening Force is the Forbidden Evolution Scroll, which will automatically evolve a monster from whatever star rating they start at all the way to level 6. Oh, dude. The star of the show.
The cream of the crop. The cream of the crop?
The cream of the crop.
The cream of the crop.
It's the Fran transmog. We know it's aesthetic, but it does bear mentioning. There's a reason why a Fran transmog is so significant. Fran the Light Fairy Queen is going to be your best friend in the early game and likely all the way through the late game.
But if by any chance you don't know how to put a transmog on, you just go to the transmog building. That's
Okay,
it.
we're done here.
Bye.